Hello and welcome. I'm Raymond Modulin, aka the Real Estate Monkey, and I'd like to welcome back today. Today we're going to talk a little bit of something that's near and dear to my heart, is counseling your clients. Now, getting a little old, so I had to bring out my notebook again because I had to write it down, so I made sure I captured it all for you. What I did is I sat down and I thought about how do you counsel your clients. Now, if you're like me, you make a living out of making sure your clients are happy and satisfied. And one of the ways you need to do that is make sure you get the best deal for them. But what you really need is to understand what's the deal that's best for them. So you have to counsel your clients. And counseling your client comes in three phases, all right? The first phase is the development phase. So when you're creating the program, you have a development phase. That development phase can be broken down into three parts. Now, I want you to think of the development phase like the mapping portion, all right? So there's an assessment. That's the first part of the development phase. The assessment is, like a map, where are you at now? What's current in your life? What's the current situation? The second part of that is the goals. That is, where do you want to be? The third is the strategy formation. The strategy formation is the how. So if you look at the development phase, you've got the current section, you've got the goals section, and you've got the strategy formation. Where you're at now, where do you want to be, and the strategy is how you're going to get there. All right? Section 2 is the action phase. The action phase is nothing more than the implementation of the strategy that you've created back in the development phase. So this is the actual action of the how that you created. All right? Section 3 is the follow-up phase. What the follow-up phase is, at some given time, you want to do a reassessment. All right? A reassessment will let you know where you're at right now. The second part of that is the realignment. The realignment portion is where you take the assessment and you put yourself back on track to get to the goals section that you've created. All right? So what we've got is three phases of counseling. Your first phase is the development phase, where you're at now, where you're going, and how you get there. The second phase is nothing more than the action or the implementation of the strategy you created. And then the third phase, the follow-up phase, is like you're checking on it. Where are you at? Are you where you need to be? And if not, get back online so that you can get there. All right? So it's very simple. Three phases for counseling your client. I'd like to thank you for coming by. I invite you back again. I am Raymond Modulin, a.k.a. the Real Estate Monkey. I've been educating the world one investor at a time. And you're next.